This message is not an attack on women or the feminine. It's not rooted in hate, bitterness, or revenge. It's an invitation to awareness, and sometimes awareness stings. It's for the men who've been silenced, shamed, and gaslit, and for the women brave enough to look at the shadow they've never been taught to see. Some of what I say may trigger you, because it challenges the unconscious patterns society has normalized. But this is said with love, and not the soft, sugar-coated kind, the kind of love that's willing to be honest, even when it's uncomfortable. So if you can breathe through the triggers, you might just walk out with your soul clearer, your heart stronger, and your mind freer. Let's get into it. You say you're tired of weak men? Fair. But let's talk about what men are tired of, because it ain't just one-sided. We're tired of ungrateful, wounded feminine playing the eternal victim, pointing the finger at everyone but the mirror. Too afraid to face the narcissistic shadow underneath the goddess costume. The same shadow that hands men the mother wound on a silver platter, passed down through generations of unresolved trauma, over-nurtures them, then shames them for being soft. Keeps them emotionally dependent, then calls them weak. Makes them your therapist, your emotional tampon, your wallet, and when you're done draining them, discards them like trash, then has the nerve to call them heartless. Uses intimacy like currency, not for connection, but as control. You weaponize desire to gain leverage and then call it love. You don't call that narcissism? You chase toxic masculine energy, not because it's love, but because it makes you feel safe in your chaos. You fall for status, not substance. Power, not presence. And when it breaks you, you cry victim again. You never loved the man, you loved the illusion of safety he gave you. You don't want a king, you want a cage you can decorate with crystals and control. But to my brothers, this ain't about bitterness, this is about waking up. We're not here to bash women, we're here to break the spell, to remember who we are beneath the guilt, the shame, and the programming. Because the truth is, a lot of us were made to feel like we were only valuable as what we could give or fix. And to make it worse, we live in a world where shaming men is socially acceptable, mocking masculinity is mainstream, disrespecting men is a punchline, and no one even bats an eye. So don't talk to me about weak men if you can't talk about how the feminine shadow feeds on control, on emotional manipulation, masses sensitivity. We're not falling for it anymore. We've woken up. And real men, we're reclaiming our fire, our clarity, and our standards. Because there are men out here showing up every damn day, men working 12-hour shifts on rooftop roads and construction sites just to keep a roof over someone else's head. Men holding it down with no praise, no spotlight, and no support. Men doing the work, feeling the pain, and still showing up with honor. And of course, there are women too. Beautiful, powerful women, caring for the elderly, raising children, holding space for others' healing, pouring love into communities with no expectations of applause. Women who feel deeply, serve endlessly, and still walk in grace. This isn't about hating women. We absolutely adore women. We love and honor both the wounded feminine and the divine feminine. But we're done sacrificing ourselves to feed our unhealed wounds. We are not your fathers. We are not your band-aids. We are not your rehab center for pain you're too afraid to face. So don't cry wolf when we stop serving you comfort and start demanding mutual healing. You want divine union? Then check your own damn mirror first, just like we had to. You say men should grow a pair? Careful what you ask for. But most importantly, Don't forget, I love you. Much love and peace out.